The Circle, Dubai's most mind-blowing idea. A Dubai-based architecture firm has suggested a mind-blowing concept that will redefine Dubai's skyline. The firm, Znera Space, which specializes in radical architectural marvels, said that a giant ring-like structure known as the Downtown Circle will encircle the Burj Khalifa. The Downtown Circle will be a 550-meter-tall ring with homes as well as public, commercial, and cultural spaces. The architects believe that the planned project will shift focus from the traditional high-rises and gated communities, with the main aim of sustainability. So, in this video, we will discuss the Circle, Dubai's most mind-blowing idea. But before starting the video, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe to Mr. 7 to never miss out on any of our videos. The video is going to be amazing, so make sure you stick to the end. Downtown Dubai, or the Dubai Downtown, is a large-scale, mixed-use complex in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. The Dubai Downtown was created by the Emaar Real Estate Development Company. Before 2000, the place was called Al Tarif. The architecture hovers over downtown Dubai and circumvents the Burj Khalifa, drawing the most invigorating views and fresh and clean air from the Sky Park, a place with different natural scenarios and climates, which forms the central spine of the development. At the Sky Park, visitors and residents can experience the canyons, sandy dunes, and plants from various flora, swamps, waterfalls, tropical vegetation or digital caves, cascades, fruit trees, and flowers of various hues and species together enrich the green ecosystem. The span of the circle itself would be composed of two main rings held together by a continuous green belt named the Sky Park. A continuous metropolis. With a circumference of 3,000 meters, the downtown circle functions as a continuous metropolis that is flexible and forward-looking. The architecture hovers over downtown Dubai and circumvents the Burj Khalifa, drawing the most invigorating views and fresh and clean air from the Sky Park, which forms the central spine of the development. The enormous scale of the structure is broken down into smaller units to create a variety of spaces to serve public, commercial, and cultural programs. The mixed-use project offers a great variety of office and housing topologies, from large office surfaces to living/working units, from lofts to townhouses, and from terraced houses to patio living. The footprint of the building is composed of two main rings, which are held together by a continuous green belt, the Sky Park, which is illuminated with natural light and has offices and research centers embedded in it. The Sky Park connects the floors vertically and thus creates a connected three-dimensional urban green ecosystem. The Sky Park. Different natural scenarios and climates are recreated inside the continuous Sky Park, forecasting a life journey for the visitors and residents. They can experience the canyons, sandy dunes, and plants from various floras, swamps, waterfalls, tropical vegetation or digital caves, cascades, fruit trees, and flowers of various hues and species together enrich the green ecosystem. The concept is a potential answer to the global search for new, mixed urban topologies, which combine high densities and lavish greenery, dynamic urban functions, and a high-quality user experience as a means of doing justice to the demand for both climate protection and environmental excellence. As a green lung, the Sky Park seeks to replenish the air with oxygen and intends to incorporate a series of activities and research centers. The Sky Park is integrated with offices, research zones, culture, science, and education, and this spatial hybrid forms a new type of contemporary symbol for the city. A green and natural landmark, a refreshing and exciting stage for people to interact, experience, and learn in contact with nature. An ever-changing skyline. As compelling and radical a design the downtown circle may be, it is for now practically and financially implausible, Chowdhury and Remis admit. It was meant to be a conversation starter, said Chowdhury, something that could trigger people to rethink urban development, to rethink city congestion. We are promising a sustainable city. We were working on very important aspects that raise the discussion about how we are planning cities, added Remis. The reason we picked the Burj Khalifa was that it is in a very dense urban area, and we want to address the issues that accompany dense city populations. Sustainable design for the future. In Dubai, temperatures often exceed 40 degrees Celsius, 104 degrees Fahrenheit, and the architects want their design to set a new benchmark for sustainability in the region. The entire ceiling will be a stretch of solar panels, said Chowdhury. What we also want to do is implement a technology that we have already used in a previous project, solar hydrogen cells. This technology uses solar energy to convert water into hydrogen, which can then power the air conditioning and provide energy to the building. The design was drawn up to align with Dubai's optimistic master plan for a sustainable urban environment by 2040. The concept also proposes transportation options from one end to the other, including an electric tram system that could reach speeds of 100 kilometers, 62 miles, per hour and infrastructure to accommodate sky taxis. A self-sustained city. This amount of architectural ambition doesn't come without its engineering challenges, such as creating a structure strong enough to house the interior features, yet light enough to be supported by the pillars. The structure itself is pretty lightweight. I imagine it as a large aircraft, the skin, the ribs, that becomes the structure, and inside it's all hollow. But then it's supported by these columns and the circle ring, he continued. We chose to make it circular because it's the most stable structural format. The proposed downtown circle would weave residential space amongst commercial, corporate, and cultural areas to form a comprehensive self-sustained city within a city, said Ramis. If you live there, you can reach your office, or you can reach your park, or you can reach your home in a 15 to 20-minute walk. In Dubai, it's hard to do that. The highlight of the design's interior is a continuous green belt, dubbed the Sky Park, which connects all 5 floors of the structure. The Sky Park is the central spine of the entire design, explained Chowdhury. It will be a mixed-use green space, and it will also act as a space to rethink how agriculture is going to happen in the future, especially in cities. If you look historically, first came agriculture, and then we built the city, said Ramis. Now we have kind of lost this concept. With this green belt inside the structure, we want to bring back agriculture and food production to the city center. The concept is certainly attracting attention, but not all of it is positive. Since posting the mock-ups on the firm's Instagram page, some commenters have said that the design could destroy the fabric of the downtown district. Some of the comments online have been negative, but, as someone said to us recently, which looks better? An empty finger or a finger with the ring on it, said Chowdhury. I think it just adds to the verticality of Burj Khalifa. Futuristic train pods transport passengers at 100 km per hour. With sustainability in mind, Znera Space intends for Downtown Circle to become an integral part of the urban ecosystem. Their plan proposes sanctuaries for wild plants and food production, designated areas for rainwater harvesting and solar power stations, and systems for storing carbon and filtering pollutants from the air. The architects also incorporate a futuristic rail transport system, which will comprise a fleet of suspended pods traveling at a speed of 100 kilometers, 62 miles per hour, transporting passengers from one node to another along the outer perimeter of the ring's lowest tier. The pods will capture a 360 view of the entire city below from the soaring height of 500 meters. Thank you, guys, for watching. If you want more videos like this, make sure to like the video and hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.